Hey there. And I thought about it for a while, what my first review was going to be after getting back from Ottawa, after getting through the whole five-part Ottawa haul. And I wanted it to be something that was kind of special to me and something that I could actually recommend. Now, before I do that, I have to say a big shout out to guys like TJ Pyramid, Film Game Junkies, Nready, Blu-ray Hoarder, uh, just all you guys out there that have already started commenting on the video since I got back in. I know there were 5 of them, and it's a lot to watch in one haul. I tried to get them as concise as possible, and thank you guys so much for that. And there's so many other people that I want to do shout-outs to, and I will be doing shout-out videos down the road. I'm going to be kind of keeping them focused, like I said before. But what I wanted to talk about today was a Blu-ray and a DVD set that I gotta highly recommend. This is one that, if you have movies like Troll 2, if you've seen The Room, this belongs in your collection. And it's by a newer company, well, newer to me anyway. This is the first thing that I got from them, and it definitely won't be the last. And the company is called Vinegar Syndrome, which is a really cool thing about that for my UK brethren is that on the back it says ABC, so it looks like this Blu-ray is actually region free. Very, very cool. And the movie is Night Train to Terror. A lot of people have seen this in some form or another. Usually, back in the days when BCI was around and they were doing a lot of different box sets of, like 8, 10, 12 movies on a set. It'd be like 2 or 4 discs. This would, pop up there somewhere. But all of a sudden, those kind of disappeared. And so did the ability to find this movie. And it had always been one that was a kind of a curiosity for me. It's an anthology film, so I love anthology films as it is, but this was a very strange film. Basically, let's get into what the film's about, and then I'll tell you about the Blu-ray itself and why I think you should get it. This is a dual pack, by the way, which we'll get into later. But the film is an anthology. We have God and Satan, and they're sitting on a train, and they seem to be that's going towards a destination where a bunch of rockers that are on the train singing this song that will get stuck in your head over and over again. No, it does. It's one of those songs that, horrible songs with cheesy 80s. You just got to see it. And it does. It gets stuck in your head because you play the song so many times. So they're kind of like trying to decide the fates of mortals, whether they're going to go to hell or they're going to heaven. And with that, there's 3 stories in the anthology. There is Harry. Basically, I'm going to read off the back because it'll make it a lot easier. And Harry, a fiendish killer, keeps the horribly mutilated body parts of countless victims in a diabolical torture chamber. Well, not really. In Harry, a man and his wife are driving down the road, and there's an accident in which she dies and he lives, and then he's hypnotized to capture other women to bring back to this asylum who get raped and killed, lobotomized, tortured by a doctor and an intern played by Richard Mall from Night Court. In the second story, Greta, a young woman obsessed with death, takes part in an unspeakable ritual of Russian roulette. And that one is pretty true. There's like a suicide type club where every night they get together and they see if death is going to honor one of them with in kind of weird, different ways. It's probably the most, in some ways, it's one of the most intriguing stories on here. And the last story, Claire, basically a young woman, a Holocaust survivor, are terrorized by the son of Satan. That's pretty much true. Richard Mall, again, is in this one as well. And basically, he plays a guy an author, an intellectual that writes the book God is Dead. And his wife gets terrorized afterwards. There's stop-motion animation in this one. Seriously. And it's a bit of a mess, but I really had fun with it. The wraparound and the in-between story is comical and has to be seen to be believed. But starting off right away, the picture on this thing has never looked better. I've seen this movie a lot of times over the years in many different formats, and Vinegar Syndrome have done an incredible job of getting the Blu-ray picture on this one here. Now, they do themselves an injustice in when they talk about the features, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more here. It is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, which would, if this was Scream Factory or any other company, would be some big thing listed on there. They didn't do it, which they really should have, because it's not your average Blu-ray DVD combo pack. The Blu-ray has a great rendition of Night Train to Terror on it, and it has features basically. It's got a audio commentary with The Hysteria Continues, which is a podcast that I actually enjoy watching. And they do kind of a very mystery science theater type of commentary with some cool factoids thrown in, and I found it very enjoyable. Also, they say an interview with producer-director Jay Schlossberg Cohen, the guy that made the film. But it's not just that. This isn't one of those 10 or 15-minute interviews or anything like that. Anybody that bought Winchester 73 and read that interview with James Stewart thing know exactly what I'm talking about. Actually, the interview with the director is another commentary that plays completely over the film. The guy talks about his entire career during the film, and I found it quite interesting, actually. The second one, DVD, has an actual extra movie on it. The Greta Story, the second one, kind of like the Death Wish Club one. That one it's a full 90-minute film on here as an extra bonus. Not only that, but they also give a 30-minute interview with the assistant editor Wayne Schmidt. I haven't watched that yet, but considering how well the other stuff is done, I'm looking forward to checking that out. They also have, of course, the theatrical trailer, and I guess that I'm not sure if that's been cleaned up or not, but if not, it'll be a good way to see the difference between the film cleaned up and the film in its in format it is right now. Vinegar Syndrome, guys, if you haven't checked out any of their stuff, start with Night Train to Terror. I picked this up about half a dozen times thinking, okay, this is one of those cheesy, horrible movies. I'm not going to buy this on Blu-ray. And it's one of my top buys that I came back from Ottawa with. You guys saw, if you watch my haul, everything that I got. I got some great stuff. But this is one of the top buys that I got from Ottawa. This really surprised me. I won't hesitate to buy from Vinegar Syndrome again. And consider me a fan. With this Blu-ray release of Night Train to Terror, which is really cool. I don't understand what this cover means to the movie Night Train to Terror, since it's an anthology film and not a slasher film, which it seems like on here, especially if you look at the back too. But it's a great release. I would definitely give this one, honestly, for fans of bad movies, right? But for fans of a really solid package, really well put together Blu-ray, horror fans, this is a 10 out of 10. This may not be a great movie, but it is an entertaining, fun, fantastic film, and a release that is Scream Factory worthy. Thanks for watching, guys, and for me right now, I want to thank everybody that commented on my videos. I really, truly appreciate the fact that I got back here yesterday and put up my Ottawa Hall videos, and so many people commented and watched already really strongly. sincerely appreciate that. Thank you guys. And for me right now, it is time for tea.